Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Business. Behind the Business is taking a little bit of a detour, and we will be featuring the judges from Chalo new venture, which is Chalo Let's Cook. If you guys have missed the lives yesterday, then please go back and watch it. We are going to be talking to one of the judges. Is a professional chef, and you guys can find her on Instagram as Pastry by Hatis. So I'm just waiting for her. There we go. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Kashifa. It's so lovely to have you on my live.
It's good to be here.
So I pronounced it as Pastry by Hatis. Is this correct?
Gee, it's Pastry by Hatis, but you can say Hatice. Hatice is Turkish.
Okay.
It's Turkish from Khadija, and Khadija was my mother's name.
Okay, so it's like how they say Halime and like all of that. I know them from Ertugrul. Okay, so that's lovely. So you've chosen Turkish for your name and for your brand. Is there a reason why?
There isn't an actual reason. It's just because I looked for something to do with Khadija, and I couldn't say Pastry by Khadija because that's not my name. That was my late mother's name, and Turkish seemed fancy, so that's why I chose Hatice.
Fantastic. I love it. Okay, Tasneem is joining us and she's saying woohoo to us. Okay. Hello there. And she said salam. Okay. Tell us more about your journey to food. Is food something that you always gravitated towards? Marhaba to you also, Chalokawa.
Gee, food, from a young age, from the age of 12, I've been baking and cooking. My mother left us to be independent in the kitchen, but I pulled more toward baking. I always love baking. I look at new recipes and I love trying them, even though they flop. My kids will eat it. I'm upset, but yes, I love baking. Mostly baking, but mostly baking.
So let's talk about how you chose to obviously, I mean, a Muslim woman ends up being in the kitchen. That we know. That's our BSc for all women in general, not just a Muslim woman. Baking, sewing, and cooking. But what made you decide to take your food and your passion to the next level and obviously make it a profession?
So in 2015, I registered at Capsicum Culinary School. My kids were still really small, and I thought, you know what, I need to do something for myself, because as we know, as Muslim women, we always it's all our kids, our families, our husbands. So I thought, let me try this year. Let me do something for myself. So I joined in 2015. It was an amazing journey. 2016, I graduated with a diploma in pastry. It was so exciting. And then from there, I started running a business from home.
Lovely. So let me just take you a little bit back. Was there any was it tricky with regards to the halal and haram aspect when going through your course, or was it something that was catered for you? How did it work with the specific course you done?
Okay, so with Capsicum Culinary Studios specifically, because that's where I did my internship and I did my studies there, they catered halal for me, halal gelatin, and where wine was used, they catered for me juice. So Alhamdulillah, they cater for all Muslims, and I know that in as well in the cooking side, they cater everything halal.
Fantastic. That's so good to know. I know it is a struggle for many Muslim chefs out there who want to, achieve something like this. So, okay, you said.
Sorry, man. Just another thing. What the when you do the course with Capsicum and you do your placement for your internship, they will also place you in a halal bakery to do the internship for 6 months. So that shouldn't be a problem.
That's really, really nice and very accommodating. So, Kashifa, we're going to just chat a little bit more about why baking. You said you've done the whole chef course, but you still
Yes.
gravitating towards the patisserie and baking side.
Uh, because when I see the look on the people on everyone's faces after they eat the lovas and chocolate cakes and how happy it makes me happy. So
Yes.
baking makes me happy, and when they're eating it, I'm happy.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's so nice. So tell me something. Let's talk about how you got involved with Chalo Let's Cook. How did that start?
So I know Tasneem personally. We're good friends from madrasa. The two of us, we were at with Apaza in Ummahat, and then that's where we met each other and we started chatting, and that's how Tasneem got me in here. We just know each other well.
Tasneem sent one message here while chatting about her. She says, definitely made me happy. Absolutely delicious. So some feedback
Oh,
from the master chef about your pastry. Now I'll have to taste it for myself, inshallah. I hope to. So then what was your reaction when Tasneem pitched Chalo Let's Cook to you? Just take us through that whole conversation and how did you feel, and just tell us what happened with that.
Okay, so I was baking at the time, and Tasneem messaged me, and I left everything. I was like, yes, 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 I'm like, yes, yes, yes. What do you need from me? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I was super, super
You
excited.
didn't even think twice. It was like, oh, this is
I
epic, I'm
didn't
doing
think
it.
twice. Yes, I was like, yes. I replied instantly. I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this. Yes, please.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I am a mom of five, and there's very people know if I love something, I will say yes, and I'll work out the dynamics with my five children
Yes,
thereafter.
yes.
So, you must know, you must understand this. If there's non-moms listening to us, if a mother says yes instantly without even thinking of all those kids, she's
Yeah.
hooked. She's definitely loving it. So, I'm so glad we got to do this interview. The reason why we're doing this interview is a lot of the dynamics of a cooking show makes a judge really intimidating. And talking to you, I must say you're so bubbly, you're so friendly, easy to talk to. You look like somebody that can become a best friend. It's just to make you relatable and less intimidating for people who want to join, inshallah. And if you don't mind, would you like to share what you specifically would be looking for when judging a dish? Is there something when you see that it's like 10 points already for that person, something you specifically check on, or would be something you appreciate from a dish?
Okay, so firstly, I would say just originality. Just do what you love. Put what you love to do on a plate. And then obviously presentation, because we eat with our eyes first. And then we need to taste it, and then we'll see from there. But be yourself. Just do what you love.
Okay. And then on the flip side, what is your absolute oh no? When you see that, even if it's something that you personally don't like, if it could be dishes or pastries or cakes that you don't like personally, or is there something in the world of, food and culinary that is an absolute perv for you, pet perv, and like a no-no from your side?
Okay, so I don't know if I should say this, but I'm a very fussy eater. So, but it's gonna get funny. I'm not gonna say anything bad. I'm just a really fussy eater. I get shouting from all of my friends, and I know that they're watching me now. I get shouting from everyone, even my family. But yes, I would say just okay. No, there's nothing that just puts me off like that. If it smells bad, then yeah. But other than that, I don't think anything is as bad as that. So yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So you're definitely somebody that I think with when we're talking to a pleasing pastry by Hatice, then ladies, my advice, if you are contestants and you do face this dynamic judge, This judge doesn't only eat with her tongue. It's definitely something that must please all senses. It must be
Yes.
pleasing to the eye. It must smell
Yes.
amazing. So
Yes.
I think that is a way to win you as a judge.
Yes.
Inshallah, inshallah. You know what? I really, really enjoyed this interview. I look forward to catching up with you further during the course of this entire program. Very, very excited to see it unfold. Jazakallah khair for your time. Is there anything you would like to leave us with before we cut the call?
Just have fun. This competition is about having fun. Just come there, have fun, and let's just get the show on the road.
Inshallah. Fantastic. Fantastic. We got a final message from Tasneem. Tasneem, if you guys don't know who Tasneem Chalo is, ladies, she is the power behind it all. She sent a message to say, I can't wait for the show to start. Powerhouse of fabulous women, alhamdulillah. Tasneem, I must agree, I've only spoken to you once, and I'm very, very excited to get to know you further. Jazakallah khair for your time. And just assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.